Here's a systems question that's going to ask you to solve by substitution. Now, before we get into the process of solving by substitution, let's think back to what a system means. A system is just two equations with two variables. Both of these are sitting in slope-intercept form, so we could actually graph them and see where they intersected, and that would be our answer. Now, that's not the point of this question. The point of this question is asking you to do substitution, so it's asking you to do it algebraically, but just keep in mind that the answer we're going to get is still going to be a coordinate, and it's still going to be where these two lines are meeting somewhere in space. Now, in order to do substitution, you need to think in terms of replacement. That's what substitute means. If you have to solve a system by substitution, you need to have at least one of the equations solved for one of the variables. Something needs to be isolated. If you look at this system, both y's in the top and bottom equation are already isolated. So that helps us out. We can kind of move right to the process of how to do substitution. The top y and the bottom y are the same value. They're the same thing. This is y, this is y. Now, that's important because if this top y here equals negative 4x, meaning the top y has a value of negative 4x, that means that the bottom y also has a value of 4x. So we can take the value from the top equation for y and plug it into the second one. So instead of there being a y in the bottom equation, there's now a negative 4x equals negative 5x minus 5. Sorry, I erased my negative there on accident. Now, since we have this, you can see that we no longer have multiple variables to solve for. All we have is x on both sides. So now just solve it like any other algebraic equation. Add 5x to each side. You have x equals negative 5. That's half our answer. But again, since we wanted an ordered pair as our answer, we now have to generate a y value. The easiest way to do that is to plug our x value into one of these two top equations. Doesn't matter which one. I always pick the one that's easier, the one that has fewer steps, so I'm going to pick the top one. If it's y equals negative 4x, and I'm careful with integer rules this time, negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. There's my y value of 20. Don't forget to always write your answer as an ordered pair. Negative 520 means that if we were to plug negative 520 back into the system, we would get two true statements, but that's for another time.